Vietnam, September 7, 2024. Vietnamese authorities say Typhoon Yagi has killed at least 4 people and injured 78 others after making landfall on Saturday afternoon in the north of the country. The typhoon, described by Vietnamese meteorological officials as one of the most powerful typhoons in the region over the past decade, made its way to the Southeast Asian country after it left 3 people dead and nearly 100 others injured in the Chinese province of Hainan. Earlier, the government issued several alerts, and those vulnerable to floods or landslides were evacuated. 4 airports were shuttered, including in the capital Hanoi and the city of Haiphong. Yagi landed at Vietnam's coastal provinces of Quang Ninh and Haiphong with wind speeds of up to 149 kilometers per hour or 92 miles per hour. State media reported. Local media said Saturday that before landing, strong winds felled a tree, killing a woman in the capital, Hanoi. Quang Ninh, home to the UNESCO World Heritage Site Ha Long Bay, is known for its many towering limestone islands, where state media said hundreds of cruises had already been cancelled. The typhoon has also triggered power outages in large parts of Quang Ninh and Ty Binh provinces. Earlier, the government had issued several alerts and those vulnerable to floods or landslides were evacuated. 4 airports were shut, including in Hanoi and the port city of Haiphong, which is home to large factories, including EV maker VinFast and Apple suppliers Pegatron. Authorities had pruned trees in Hanoi to make them less susceptible to falling, but wind and rain knocked over several along with billboards in northern cities ahead of the typhoon landing. Local media also reported that many moored boats were swept out to sea. Yagi struck the Chinese city of Wenchang in Hainan province on Friday afternoon with wind speeds of up to about 245 kilometers per hour or 152 miles per hour near its center. Local authorities said on Saturday the typhoon left 3 people dead and injured at least 92 others. Some 420,000 Hainan residents were relocated before the typhoon's landfall. Another 500,000 people in Guangdong province were evacuated before Yagi made a second landfall in the province's Sichuan County on Friday night. Haichou's meteorological observatory downgraded its typhoon signal from red to orange on Saturday, as the typhoon moved further away from the city. Before leaving Hong Kong, Yagi forced more than 270 people to seek refuge at temporary government shelters on Friday, and more than 100 flights in the city were cancelled because of the typhoon. Heavy rain and strong winds felled dozens of trees, and trading on the stock market, bank services, and schools were halted. Yagi was still a storm when it blew out of the northwestern Philippines into the South China Sea on Wednesday, leaving at least 16 people dead and 17 others missing, mostly in landslides and widespread flooding and affecting more than 2 million people across the archipelago. More than 47,600 people were displaced from their homes in Philippine provinces and classes. Work, inter-island ferry services and domestic flights were disrupted for days, including in the densely populated capital region of Manila.